everyone, welcome to A Happy Life. I'm Georgie. This is our Spring to Spring challenge and this is day 5. So today we're going to be practicing balance. Balance is really important for all ages. The more we can practice balance, the more stability we have, and balancing exercises specifically in yoga can help strengthen all parts of your legs and your torso and your posture. So I always practice balances when I'm brushing my teeth every day, just coming onto one foot. The more you can practice balance, the better it's going to be for later on in life. So it prevents injuries, falling over and other things. So with that said, grab your water, hope you're wearing something comfy, and come to meet me on your mat. So let us begin. So first things first, I just want you to come into this Tadasana pose. So Tadasana, mountain pose, is your foundation for all of your standing poses in yoga. And if you just take a look at yourself by seeing how you look like, seeing how you feel like, don't judge yourself, but just see how you are as you are standing. Don't adjust anything, just see how your body feels in this position. So now we're going to make some slight adjustments to focus your body and your attention on certain areas to make this pose more stable. So if you close your eyes and then slowly begin to lift your toes off the mat so that your balls of your feet and your heels of your feet are grounded to the mat, and focus on the 4 corners of those areas. So the edges of your feet, the edges of the heels of the feet. And then slowly I want you to spread your toes as wide as you can and then place each one onto the mat. And feel like you're suction cupping the mat up here. So you feel fully grounded through both feet. And then from here, I want you to raise your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them, and then drop them. So inhale, reach those shoulders up to the ears, exhale, drop them away. Last time, inhale, squeeze, exhale, drop them. So now you're going to place your hands either side of your legs. You're just going to have your palms facing forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades back towards each other. So feel this beautiful opening happening across your chest. Feeling that heart space really opening, shining forward. And then feel yourself growing up out of your hips. Feel like you've got another couple of inches here. Standing in this beautiful mountain pose. Slightly dipping your chin. Having that lovely length through the back of the neck. Standing tall here. So this is your foundation. So from here, I want you to slowly take the weight into your toes and begin to lift your heels off the mat. Could be just a centimetre. If you feel like you can bring your toes even, and your heels even further off the mat, just have a little go, have a play here. Just going to turn myself around so you can see how I'm standing. It might mean that actually bending your knees just gradually here might help coming into this position where you're bringing your heels off the mat. Pulling your core back to your spine in any balancing position is key here. If you're allowing your belly just to hang out, you're not going to get the stability that you need. So squeeze the shoulder blades back, see if you can reach up as really tall as you can, get a squeeze and then drop the heels. Let's do that a couple of times. You might want to fall, feeling like you're going to fall over, that's fine. This is just to feel what it feels like to have a little play here and squeeze those feet and then see if you can really focus. Balance is all about focusing the mind. Bringing the heels up as high as you can. And then slowly dropping them. You're going to feel that's a bit of a workout for the toes as well. Okay, so from here, come towards the front of your mat. You're going to take your feet hip width apart here, and you're going to ground yourself down through that left leg. So standing nice and tall, slowly come up onto the balls of the right foot, and we're going to raise that right leg up. So the hamstring is parallel to the mat. And then from here, let's see if it feels okay to bring that knee even further up to our chest. We might want to put our hands over the tops of our knees or our shins and see if we can pull that knee even further into the chest. So just listen to your body and see what you feel that is best for you. If it's too much here, then just go back to having that hamstring parallel to the mat. Really focus your attention on spreading those left toes, really pushing down through the big toe mound here, getting as much balance as you can, pulling that core back to the spine and standing tall. A couple more breaths here. So inhale through the length of the spine, exhale, ground down through that left foot. Inhale, last breath. Exhale, release. Shake that out. If you've had a bit of a cramp going on in one of the legs, it's always nice to give yourself a bit of a shake out after you've been in a position like that. So let's take it onto the other side now and turn this way. So legs hip width apart. Take the weight down the right leg. Really spread those feet wide and feel like we're suctioning the mat with the toes. Really, really push down through every toe mound, and then slowly bring the heel of the left foot up from the mat. Bring your arms out beside you because that's always good for balance as well. And then slowly begin to squeeze that tummy button back to the spine. Open the chest by pulling the shoulder blades up and bring that left leg up. So again, you've got your options. Keep your leg here, just breathing nicely, focusing on your point. If you want to make it a little tougher, then bring that knee into your chest, interlace your fingers around the shin. Push down through that big toe mound, inhaling through the spine. Exhale, really focus, grounding through that right foot on your exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good job, everyone. Shake it out. Really nice. So now we're going to make this movement a little bit more dynamic. So we're just going to go into a little flow here. So really, really focus on pulling the core back and making sure that the standing leg is really strong here. So this time we're going to take the weight into the right leg, taking this left leg off the mat. So first things first, bring your hands to your waist, take the heel of the left foot off the mat, find your focus spot, pull your core back to your spine, and then slowly we're going to take this left leg off the mat, point the toe, and then slowly we're going to hinge from our hips and then reach our chest forward, stretching that left foot back. Try and make it parallel to the mat, then drop your hands off your hips and reach those fingertips down to the mat. So you want to try and square your hips here. So point through those left toes, squaring the hips. You don't want the hip to be open, you don't want to hinge it here, you want to square the hip. And then really focus on trying to make your spine nice and long here. Really breathing in through the length of the spine, exhaling, grounding down through every part of the body that is touching the mat here. Really nice. Inhale through the length of the crown of the head. Exhale. See if you can take your weight just into the two fingers, practicing the balance. Maybe you want to take one hand off the mat. See what happens to this foot. See if you're really grounding through each four corners of the mat. Just have a little play around. Really nice. So from here, we're very gracefully going to bend this right standing leg, and we're going to drop the back leg into a warrior two. Slowly opening up the left arm, bringing yourself into warrior two, then straighten this leg and coming up into twisted star. So from here, you're going to flip your front hand, drop your back hand, and then reach that right hand all the way up to the sky, opening your chest. And then options here. If you want this lovely squeeze in the lower back, you can take your mini back bend here, and then for more balance, see what it feels like to take the right toes off the mat and come onto the right heel. Look up. If it's difficult to look up to the sky, then just look straight in front of you. That will help with the balance. Again, pulling this core back to the spine here. Breathing in through the length of that arm. Exhale. See if you can reach a little bit further back. And then very slowly windmilling the arms around either side of this front leg. Coming back into like a lunge. You're going to take the back foot off the mat. Coming into this lovely position, squaring your hips, flexing the back foot here, coming up onto the fingertips, and then slowly bend that left knee, come into forward fold. So just bring yourself into this lovely position where you're hanging, your head is heavy, maybe taking your elbows would be nice and just having a rock from side to side. Feeling the benefit of this inversion. Just let everything go and take some big deep breaths through the back of the ribs, and then just sigh it out and let everything hang. Really nice. And then very slowly from here we're going to release the hands from the elbows, curl the tailbone under, and we're going to step back up into our mountain pose at the same time as lifting this left leg up, coming into our original position, half mountain pose, bringing your hands up into prayer, and then bringing that prayer position down into your heart space. Dropping that left leg and shaking it out. Really nice, well done everyone. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the other side. So legs, hip width apart, standing in that really beautiful Tadasana that we talked about at the beginning. Really squeeze those shoulder blades back towards each other. Take your hands onto your hips, slightly bend the knees here so you don't want to knock into that knee joint. And then take the right leg up into this half mountain pose. Point the toes and then slowly begin to hinge from the hips, sending that right leg back and dropping the chest. So you come into this lovely position here. Slowly begin to drop the hands to the mat. Really focus on squaring the hips here. Flex that back foot. You've got this lovely sort of 45-degree angle here. So breathe in through the length of the neck. Exhale, ground through those fingertips, all four corners of that left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. So now we're going to very slowly bend that standing leg and reach the back foot into our lovely warrior two. Bring the right hand off the mat and windmill it into your warrior two. Really nice. Open the hips here. Find that lovely arch happening in the back foot. Begin to straighten that front leg. Drop the back hand, flip the front hand, and reach up for your beautiful reverse triangle. Opening these ribs up. So really fan the ribs open here. Again, you've got your options, your modifications. You can take the toes of the front foot off the mat, come up onto that heel, look up through the length of the arm. If that's too much, just put the sole of the foot down and look straight in front of you. Really try and squeeze into this lower back here and encourage the muscles around the lower back to strengthen here. Inhale through this left lung, really spread these ribs wide here. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, bend the front leg. We're going to windmill the arms around and then lift that right foot off the mat. Again, trying to focus the length through the crown of the head. See if you can come up onto those fingertips. Maybe you can try and take your fingertips off the mat completely here and have a go of just balancing here. See what that feels like. And then very slowly we're going to bend that right knee, come into our lovely forward fold, drop into this. So wherever you are, hands on elbows or just hands onto the mat, just really luxuriating this beautiful inversion. Letting go of everything. Using your breath to come back. And then very slowly, inhale, curl the tailbone under, stacking back up, at the same time as slowly lifting that right leg up, bringing your hands up, all the way to meet into prayer, and then bringing that prayer into your heart space. Inhale, and exhale, release everything, give yourself a shake out. That was really good. Well done, everyone. I know balance is not easy for everyone, but the more you do it, even if you practice it for 5 minutes every day, it will become easier, and you'll then begin to really enjoy these balancing poses. So thank you for joining me today. Always love sharing my practice with you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, day 6, and until then, have a great day, and again, thank you for joining me. Namaste.